The Pokeball is one of the most iconic spheres in all of media. You could probably ask your grandmother right now what this image is, and she's going to say it's a Pokeball. But the beauty of the Pokeball is that there are over 30 unique Pokeballs throughout all of the Pokemon games. And Magikarp is, well, just one of the few Pokemon that spawns in every single Pokemon game. Right next to the mascot Pikachu, of course, but Magikarp has a special gift that we'll touch on more in just a second. In the meantime, what better place to find a shiny Magikarp than where it all began back in Generation 1. Oh, shiny Magikarp! Oh, in the original Kanto region, I feel like it's only poetic that we use the first Pokeball to catch it. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, I just used a Master Ball. I did. Oh no! Oh my gosh! I went to use a Pokeball. Are you serious? Now let me tell you, this guy deserves an Oscar. Because it may have looked like I misclicked on the Master Ball, but in all reality, I was actually saving the iconic Pokeball for the incredibly rare, wild, level 100 shiny Magikarp that can only be found in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC. Finding this shiny is like the grand finale at a fireworks show, or the encore at a Taylor Swift concert, or even that giant belt that Joey Chestnut wins every year at that hot dog eating contest. Well, not this Magikarp. This one's just a level 47. Let's just throw a quick ball and get on with it, please. The odds of finding this wild level 100 shiny Magikarp is roughly 1 in 25,274 with shiny charm and sparkling power, of course. Massive thank you to the amazing creator Shiny Catherine for doing the math on this one. So it's fair to say that I'll be sitting here resetting these picnics for quite a while, trying to find, well, a lot of these. Oh, let's go, finally! Finally, I'm on my first sandwich. Shiny Magikarp, and it is level 52. Let's find my dive ball. Heck yeah. Shiny Magikarp, baby. Lucky for me with the sparkling sandwich, I was able to find 4 shinies in total and use the repeat ball and the timer ball to catch the next 2 golden boys. Neither of which were anywhere near level 100, by the way. And just like that wild shiny Magikarp who went on to become level 100, you too can follow your dreams thanks to today's sponsor of the video, Southern New Hampshire University. Southern New Hampshire University's game development program gives you the knowledge and experience needed to create your very own video games and help turn it into a career with opportunities for growth. You'll learn to bring your characters to life with 2D and 3D modeling, textures, and game physics. And just like how I made this absurd challenge for myself, you too can make unique, challenging experience for the player thanks to Game AI. The courses are taught by brilliantly handsome shiny Magikarp hunters. Wait, no, hold on, sorry. The courses are taught by faculty with real-world experiences where you'll be able to connect with others in an industry where networking is king. And when you graduate, SNHU will probably not give you a shiny Magikarp, but instead help you as you begin your next step in finding a career. Go to the link in the description, snhu.edu/canon, to find out if you qualify for Southern New Hampshire University's game development program. Signing up is completely free, supports the channel, and gives you more information about the program. Thank you to SNHU for sponsoring this video. After my first sandwich was over, there were already 4 Pokeballs checked off the list. I was feeling good with my shiny luck, so I decided to jump over to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, there are 10 total Pokeballs in this game, including the Ancient Pokeball and the Origin Ball, a ball that can only be used on the legendary Pokemon unless you're hacking. And we don't hack here, folks. We do it the way the good Lord intends it. Running around, seeing a bunch of fish, throwing a bunch of old-fashioned, like really old-fashioned ancient Pokeballs. Now, I made that look super quick and easy, but honestly, it took me over 2 hours to find that one single shiny in this game. Oh, and there's also these massive Pokemon called Alpha Pokemon, which I'll be saving my Ancient Ultra Ball for, just in case I find a shiny Alpha Magikarp. But I still needed 8 more shinies in this game alone, and 28 shinies overall. Now, I started this hunt back in December 5th of 2023, and let me just check the... Yeah. It is March of 2024. When I first started this challenge, I was incredibly optimistic, and with getting 6 shinies on the first day, I was eager to jump back into it. I started the next day with Let's Go Pikachu, got my chain to 30, and found the next shiny Magikarp relatively easy. However, just a few minutes later, I was met with a really big decision. Oh no, that's a shiny Tentacruel! Oh my gosh, that's a shiny Tentacruel! I need that. I don't have that shiny yet. Ah, the great debate. Do I catch this shiny Pokemon and break my chain, or Do I let this shiny Pokemon ride away into the wind and wait for the shiny Magikarp to pop up? All right, don't despawn yet. Come here. All right, we got it. Look at this shiny Tentacruel. I'm sorry, a slight detour. This is worth it. This is going to be worth it, I promise. We got it. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. I would then get my chain back up to 30 over the next hour, sit for another 2 hours, and ultimately go to bed and came back to do literally the same thing the next day and get absolutely nothing. At this point, I only have 6 shiny Magikarps and the holidays were soon approaching, which meant more time shopping for gifts and less time surfing with my pal Pikachu here. Thankfully though, after just surfing around for another hour, hey, shiny Magikarp, let's go! Yes, shiny Magikarp in the Ultra Ball, baby! Oh, the redemption from earlier. There it is. Another ball off the list. The only other ball that's available in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is the Premier Ball. The free Pokeball that you get for buying 10 of any version of Pokeballs. For our Premier Ball Magikarp, we're going to be transferring it over from Pokemon Go here because it's free. This does not seem to want to work. This is arguably just as hard as finding an actual shiny Pokemon. CP of a 69 Magikarp being sent over to Pokemon Go. And the last and final Pokeball of Pokemon. The last and final Pokeball of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the Premier Ball. So there are 2 particular Pokeballs that up until December 14th of 2023 were going to be a massive challenge for me to get. And those are the Sport Ball and the Safari Ball. The Sport Ball made its debut appearance back in Generation 2, but was only able to be used in the bug catching competition. While the Safari Ball was in the original games, it was only able to be used in the Safari Zone. But this zone was replaced in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee with Go Park, that thing that you saw me transfer over and catch my Magikarp from in Pokemon Go. Now yes, I could have hunted for a shiny Magikarp in one of those older games, but I'm also going for a shiny level 100 Magikarp, and I honestly just don't hate myself enough to go for a full odds hunt right now. Oh, and that reminds me. Anyway, back to the Sport and Safari Ball. There was only one way to obtain both of these balls on the Nintendo Switch, which involved using this homemade machine that would spit out Pokeballs at random. And that machine would only have a 0.1% chance of spitting out either of these 2 balls. That was until the brand new Pokemon DLC dropped on December 14th, 2023, which introduced the Pokeball Lotto, which greatly increased odds of rolling for one of these special balls. Thank you to gambling for making my life much, much easier.
Please gamble responsibly. Kanin Games is not responsible for any property lost or damaged during the gambling process. We here only gamble virtually in Pokemon games. I don't know how legal that is, but Pokemon's been doing it since the 90s, so please carry on.
With the turn of the new year, it's really time for me to dig my heels into this challenge and cross off a good chunk of these Pokeballs. I came back feeling good and started hunting in Legends Arceus, where I actually had some of the best shiny luck in this video so far. Oh, I knew we were gonna get so many random shinies. That's a shiny Shinx. Oh, that's another shiny. What's that one? Ooh, a shiny Drifbloom. Oh. Shiny Wurmple. Oh, there it is. Hey, shiny Pichu. Oh, shiny Shinx. I thought I heard something. It's another shiny Wurmple. Yeah, except none of them were Magikarp. After a couple hours of catching shiny Wurmples, I finally had a Magikarp Massive Mass Outbreak. Another Outbreak, maybe? Magikarp? Yes! Yes! Shiny Magikarp going in the Ancient Great Ball. Maybe. Alright, yes! Shiny Magikarp number 2 from Legends Arceus in the Ancient Great Ball. On January 10th, I came back to hunting, but this time, I had a brand new hat, and I was sure that it was going to give me a shiny level 100 Magikarp. So I ended up running around for 4 hours in Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Scarlet, and eventually I found absolutely nothing. Literally 4 hours of nothing. Day 2 of the hat came in fast with me struggling yet again to find a single shiny Magikarp in Legends Arceus. So I switched over to Pokemon Scarlet and thank the good Lord above, I found 3 shiny Magikarp and crossed 3 more balls off the list. I felt like the power of the hat was finally activated, so I went over to Pokemon Legends Arceus, and sure enough, I found myself a Heavy Ball shiny Magikarp. At this point, I had used 16 balls, and only 20 balls were left, including the incredibly rare, shiny, level 100 Magikarp in the Pokeball. Now, the thing with shiny hunting is it is directly correlated with the number of Pokemon that you see. So if I wanted to have any chance of getting the 1 in 25,000 level 100 Magikarp, it meant I had to put the time in. But then it finally happened. The curse of Legends Arceus carried over to Scarlet, and I saw the first non-Magikarp shiny. Oh, that's a shiny Quagsire! And this is the first phase of the entire challenge, at least in Pokemon Scarlet. The next day went on as the previous did, with me getting myself a shiny Friend Ball Magikarp, a shiny Ducklet, the superior of all the ducks, and a Dream Ball Magikarp. As I was checking more Pokeballs off the list, including the more rare Apricorn Balls, I realized that I was actually missing a couple of Pokeballs. Before I started this challenge, I thought I had prepped everything I needed, but I was still missing the Fast Ball and the Lure Ball. And the only way for me to get these in the game was through the Pokeball Lotto machine. That's right, baby. We're hitting the slots again. Vegas, here we come.
Please gamble responsibly. Canon Games is not responsible for any actions taken by the audience and, quite frankly, does not support gambling.
When spinning the slots with the ever so small amount of funds that I had left, I managed to snag myself a fastball pretty quickly, but I had absolutely no luck getting a lure ball. And quite frankly, I couldn't let this one Pokeball be this much of a headache when I still need to find a wild level 100 shiny Magikarp. Being that there are still 6 more Pokeballs needed in Pokemon Legends Arceus, I was feeling optimistic, and to no surprise, found a shiny Wurmple and a shiny Growlithe before finding my Lead and Ball shiny Magikarp. And for the first time since beginning this hunt back in December of 2023, I actually got 2 shiny Magikarps in one day of playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. Shiny Magikarp number 2 in one day, going in the Gigaton Ball. Oh my gosh, the shiny luck. Magikarp Pro Shop, thank you God, shiny Magikarp number 2 in one day. This is amazing. That's right, folks. We are so back, baby. We are back. We are in this. We are crossing Pokeballs off the list. That's what we're doing here. Full steam ahead. In hopes of chipping away at the Apricorn Balls more, I began resetting for Magikarp again, and in the process, I found 2 shiny Dreadnought, a Corphish, and a shiny Choodle, as well as a Love Ball shiny Magikarp. I went back into Pokemon Legends Arceus since there were still 3 more shinies I needed to find in this game. Of course, I found a shiny Eevee before eventually finding the Feather Ball shiny Magikarp. I then hopped over to Scarlet to quickly get myself a Moon Ball shiny and a Fast Ball shiny. But even though some of these levels have been getting higher, there was still no sign of the one-of-a-kind level 100 shiny Magikarp. As it comes closer to the last few Pokeballs left, I realized I still needed to get myself a lure ball. So in a last resort effort, I put a tweet out asking if anyone had an extra lure ball. And in 5 short minutes, the person that would save me hours of this challenge slid right into the DMs. And that person was Mythic Selkie. Mythic Selkie would go on to not only trade me the lure ball that I needed, but also a shiny Annihilate along with it. And to that, we all say thank you, Mythic Selkie. After the trade, I quickly found my Lure Ball Magikarp and named it Selkie to carry on the legacy of the one that made it all possible. I am now down to the final 7 Pokeballs left, 3 of them being in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and 3 of them being in Pokemon Scarlet, and 1 which was reserved for the wild level 100 shiny Magikarp. I could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel as March approached, but yet it still felt so far away. I started on the 1st of March in Legends Arceus, desperate to check off the Jet Ball and Wing Ball, but only found one of the 2 on the first day, and then was lucky enough to find the next one the following day. 2 more balls were checked off the list. But I wasn't done with this game just yet, since I told myself that I would save the Ultra Ball just in case I found myself a shiny Alpha Magikarp. It was the only thing that could come anywhere close to the wild level 100. Without wasting any time, I found myself a second shiny Corphish, and then a shiny Beast Ball Magikarp. Then a second shiny Ducklet, the superior of all the ducks, and then a Sports Ball shiny Magikarp. Then a shiny Cramorant popped up, and not long after, I was finally able to check off the Safari Ball. Look at all these Pokeballs that have been used already. There's only 2 left. That's right, overly excited Kanin. Only 2 Pokeballs remained. The Ancient Ultra Ball and the Pokeball. 2 balls that could lead to 2 of the most powerful golden fish to ever be seen in all of Pokemon. I ran the same route over and over again, checking all of my outbreaks, all with the hopes of finding a shiny Alpha Magikarp. But honestly, I was ready to accept whatever Arceus was going to hand me. Time and time again, I flew down to this river with nothing to show. Until... Oh my goodness, that is a shiny Alpha Magikarp! Yes! Oh my goodness, shiny Alpha Magikarp. I saved the Ultra Ball for this moment. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ultra Ball straight to the back. Come on. Stay in that ball. Yes! Shiny Alpha Magikarp! Honestly, I couldn't believe it was real. I was willing to accept whatever the next shiny fish was going to be, but here I am staring at a shiny Alpha Magikarp. I mean, it's insanity. That was an amazing find, but this giant golden fish still was not the grand finale at the fireworks show, or the giant belt that Joey Chestnut wins every year at the hot dog eating contest. There was still one more fish left to fry. I mean, catch! Holy smokes, that got so dark so fast! What the heck? A few days had passed, and I found a few more Magikarp, but none were worthy of the classic Pokeball, so I just let them go. But in life, it doesn't matter how many people you get compared to. In the end, you can still become something extraordinary. And after seeing thousands upon thousands of orange-splashing fish, I finally found the legendary fish that defied the standards and became the very best that it ever could be. Oh, that's a golden fish. Let's go. Oh my gosh, and it's a level 100 shiny Magikarp. No way. No way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Everything led up to this moment. Every Magikarp has potential, baby. You can do anything. Even if you're just a flopping fish in a pond, you can be a level 100 shiny. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing, though. We have to catch this in a Pokeball. I forgot to save, and I'm too afraid to run away from it, so I'm just going to put it to sleep and throw Pokeballs. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Critical capture. Yes! There it is. There it is. The golden fish that could, man. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit this video right here, and I'll catch you over there. Seriously, just click it. I mean, there's more amazing shinies in this video.